Hey, this will be a video chart on CEMJQ, Chemtura Corporation. This one's been an absolute monster ever since it bounced off its 200-day simple moving average back here in early December. Uh, has pulled back here some, still in overall uptrend. So for the people that are following this more of from an overall perspective, all you got to do is look at the 50-day, look at the 200-day, and you can see that both are sloping upward. So the overall trend is up. Right now, the short-term trend has gone pretty much to neutral to bearish, and I make that conclusion by just looking at our shorter-term moving averages. You can see the 10-day, which is that gray line, is clearly pointing down. This red line, which is the 20-day, is going sideways here. So that's neutral. So that is where I'm coming to the conclusion that the short to medium term trend is neutral to bearish right now, based on these moving averages. But like I said, it's the overall trend that matters, and right now this is clearly showing that the trend is up. So I just want to quickly get this updated. These lines that you see are from one of the last times I did the chart. So these, well, I should say one of them needs to be updated. So let's just extend these out a little bit more, and we'll extend this one out some. But this line, it was held up. You can see here it held up as support, but today with the price separation from it, it has flipped back over to being a resistance. So in the short term, you're looking at a resistance of $1.32, and once again, this was based at being a previous high over here in late December. You can see when you broke through it, that's where the nice move came. Held up nicely here, but unfortunately today it fell, so $1.32 is back to being resistance. But the nice thing that happened today was the bulls really kind of flexed their muscles. The price approached the always important 50-day simple moving average here, and you can see what happened. Price bounced nicely off it. We also have this key support level down here that's pretty much right around the same area as the 50-day simple moving average. This level is right around the $1.13 area. Right now the 50-day is at $1.17. So if the price does push down a little bit more, this should hopefully be a nice thick area of support, and hopefully there's going to be plenty of buying down here, because this will be, or this should be, I should say, a nice area where the buyers should be lined up based on it being a previous resistance here, then acted as a support here very nicely, and once again, if it gets tested, hopefully it'll mimic what it did right here, hold up as support, and then eventually act as a trampoline and shoot the price back up. Now, if this area doesn't hold, then the question becomes, well, where's the next support level? And the next one is pretty much down in this area here, which is a pretty far drop, but with these charts, when you're having big explosive moves like this, they can create some kind of gaps in terms of supports if there is any sort of pullback. I think this level, personally, I think it'll hold, but if it doesn't, you're looking at a price down here as the next key support level, and then we have the 200-day here also. But one step at a time. We haven't even tested this line yet, so I'm not going to worry about this, or this level down here, until this area shows any weakness, which until up till today it has not. If anything, it showed strength today by having the 50-day hold and bounce up the price from there. So in any sort of reversal or green days, really the first test of a true bounce is going to be seen if the price can put in some closes above this $1.32. If you can get a few days up here that close above it, that's going to show that the bulls have regained some traction here, and then from there, you'll want to get above these moving averages. But the first step will just simply be to get above this $1.32 level and then see what happens from there. The last thing I want to note is volume. This big volume on the down day, not the greatest thing. So if we do see some more sideways action or anything like that, definitely going to want to see some smaller volume days like that. Now, if the price decides to take off, the bigger the volume, the better. If we could get something like that, that'd be perfect. But ideally, if the price continues to go sideways or drift downwards a little bit, the lower the volume, that's what you want to see. Perfect example, once again, being right here. You can see this day correspond with this big upwards move, and then when the price went sideways for the longest time, look how much that volume dropped down. That's what you're going to want to see happen here, is it's gotten toward this support. So sideways, you want it to hopefully look something like that, where it's just a bunch of small little volume days, and then like it was right here on the upwards move. Once again, just big volume. If it could repeat that, everybody's going to be fine, and it'll be putting in higher highs before you know it. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please shoot me a message. If not, check out bullwarriorstocks.com if you haven't yet. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you will be sent a free ebook. With your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. And best part is everything's free, so it's worth at least signing up and giving it a try. One more time, this was CEMJQ. Thanks for listening.